Hi everybody, welcome back to the Carver's Wood Shop. This is Arlene, and I just want to share a couple things with you if I can. Um, I haven't been online a whole lot the last couple of few months, probably since Christmas. We've had a lot of things going on here at home, and it's been very difficult to get out to the shop to do any carving. I was trying to take it in the house here, but that's not always the most convenient way to carve. I'd rather be in the shop carving there, but we'll get back to it again. It's been a kind of a rough 2019 for us as a family, and hopefully things will smooth out here in a little bit. But I want to share with you, I'm a Ryobi kind of a collector of their stuff. I really love their stuff. I must have close to 19 or 20 of their tools now, with the batteries that are all interchangeable for all the tools, which it was something I always wanted, was one battery for everything. And the batteries that I buy are now, I buy the aftermarket stuff, and that's the 5 amp that I have there. And it runs, two of them run me about $70 for two, which is really cheap. If you go with the Ryobi original, you're going to pay a lot more for it. So I'm very happy with them. They hold up really well. I buy them on eBay. And I must have gotten, I might have, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. Because if I'm working around the farm, doing yard work or whatever, I don't want to run out of power. I want to be able to flip them out when they run out. The nice thing about a canister vacuum cleaner, you can see I have the whole thing with the hose. This did not come with it. I had to add this. I modified the shop vac. This is the smaller shop vac that they have. This is great for picking up chips off the floor in your shop. The only problem with it was when you wanted to move it, you had to drag it over the floor. And so I came up with an idea of adding the extra hosing, the vacuum hose to it. And I zip tied it to the handle here. You can see that to the handle here. And it's worked out really well. And it doesn't fall apart when you pull it, which was a bit of a problem. And I didn't like all the tape that was all over it. I want to make it look half decent. The other big thing I did to it, which was exactly what I wanted, was, if I can flip this over here. Let me see if I can flip this over. There we go. I actually added 4 swivel wheels. I got these at Lowe's for about $8 for a set of 4, or two for $4.50 or something like that, $4. And I screwed them right to the bottom. The plastic is pretty thick, so they've held up really well. I've been using it for the last couple of months, and they have worked. It's been splendid. I just love it. The other nice thing about this is if you have the blower, when you take this outside to clean it out, or you dump it in the trash, there's a filter on the inside that needs to be cleaned out. You could just take your blower and blow out the filter. Excuse me, outside. It works great. And you can tell, this is so easy to move this thing around. It's very handy. I have a lot of other tools. I interchange the batteries all the time. I have 3 chargers going. I was trying to replace a lot of the old equipment and old stuff here at the farm that needed a cord all the time. And they come out with a bigger shop vac than this, but this was more handy. I wanted it to be more portable. I didn't want a big shop vac. I already have a couple of those. Oh, I have one big shop vac now. That's in my shop where I do the cutting with my bandsaw. But that thing, to lug that thing around, it's not convenient. This is very handy. It's not very heavy. It's very easy to pull it apart and take the top off. It's very simple. And then all you do is, there's two of these on either side, and you just set it back on top and use it again. The battery itself is it lasts pretty long, probably about 20-25 minutes, I would say, maybe 20 minutes, and then I switch it out. I also bought, just to share with you, I bought a little light. It's called a work light, and how this works is it has two, you can hang it from the wall or from the ceiling if you want, or you can use it as a workbench. And it's really nice because when I come into the house and I'm not working in the shop and I want to carve a little bit in the house, I can just place this here and not worry about dragging a line with a light, because I need a lot of light when I carve. And so this has been very handy to have. It's fairly a new one. The battery lasts about 9 hours on a charge. So there's plenty of time with that. It's great if you need it somewhere where you're working and need a lot of light. It works great. I have their spotlight, I've got their lantern, I've got their flashlight. So I've got a combination of stuff for different things. But this one works really well for that. So if you're thinking of getting something, this is well worth it. This only cost about just about $69 for it, or $79 I think for the tool alone. And then if you have the batteries, and have some extra extensions, from other stuff, or they have an extension thing. I think it's 1.25 inches is what that is. All right. So I will let you go and keep carving, and hopefully we'll get back to it soon. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me here again at the Carver's Wood Shop. Bye-bye.